Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good afternoon. So today this is the last chapter that for our subject web technology. So this is the last chapter on chapter 8, which is explaining about the web technology development. Okay, this is the course outline. It covers for current application and technology, e-commerce integration, issues for security on the web accessibilities and standards. Okay, so what being figured out by Mark Zuckerberg. Figuring out what the next big trend is, that is what we should focus on by Mark Zuckerberg. So in terms of current application and technologies, actually evolve on the voice search, web assembly, content personalization through machine learning, data security, progressive web apps, and accelerated mobile pages, multi-experience and motion UI. Okay, by the voice search, okay, as you see inside the Google search engine, they have enabled the voice search whereby you can just record your voice and they will try to find out what the things that you are going to search, okay, using your own voice, okay. So this is a kind of features that before this we don't have. 5 to 10 years back, if we compare, we don't have yet the 10 years back we don't have yet the voice search. So by the statistic from emarketer.com, we can see that voice search is one of the main trends in the e-commerce. However, it is also applicable to all businesses across the web. If you want your web app to be found, optimize it by using the voice search, and you may consider to develop your own application using the smart speakers. So this is actually to engage the audience. Engage the audience and generating more sales. So we can see the US voice assistant users from the year 2017 until 2021. The numbers of users are much more, yeah, once they have enabled these kind of features inside the web. Okay, web assembly. When you're building the web, performance is usually of course need to be compromised. Okay. JavaScript limitation makes heavy calculations slow and that significantly affect user experience. Therefore, why most of popular games and powerful features are only available as a native desktop app. So, as it's like making the computer slower, or maybe making the mobile itself slower. That's why most of the games, powerful applications are just developed based on desktop app. As what then when using WebAssembly is actually to change how that the game flows. Okay, so the new format actually acts like a native performance among the web app, and it may be code in any kind of programming language so that it can be compiled and be running into a browser. Okay, this is the purpose of WebAssembly, which is helping out the problem that facing previously. Okay, therefore it can be browsed through the internet in terms of playing games. Yeah. Content personalization through machine learning. Mentioned here, machine learning based on personalization provide more scalable and accurate way to achieve unique experience for individual users. Therefore, segmenting users with rule-based personalization, it allow you to utilize algorithm in order to deliver this one-to-one experience, and typically in the form of recommendation for products of content. Okay, what the thing that you may able to explain about the personalization is actually like you have like online account from your Gmail, from your Google, from your booking online, from your Lazada, from your Shopee. So they will personalize based on your preference, and maybe they will just check to your history. Therefore, in terms of doing it, they are using algorithm. Okay, so they can suggest like it's like always you want to buy things or you want to go for a booking like hotels in different kind of places. Okay, either you are in Malaysia or you are in abroad, so they will give you recommendation based on your preference, and this one will be stored into the history, thereby whenever that you log into your account, okay, log into your account, it will recommend you based on your previous search, and also they will give you some more suggestion, okay, based on the product that you are searching to. Okay, for the web security, okay, as much that we try to implement the best for our developed website, okay, those things are, I mean, still like we are prone to any kind of, I mean, the cyber attack, right? So in terms of enhancing the web security, these are the features, I mean the category that you may need to emphasis or in focus to avoid or maybe to ensure that strengthen the security for your website. Okay, so you have to avoid those kind of stolen data, okay, whereby they try to get email from your payment information, phishing scheme. This one just not happen to email, but then they can attack through the web pages form. Session hijacking, they try to attack to the user session. Malicious redirect, which is redirect the user, redirect attacks from the visitors from another site to another malicious website. And search engine optimization spam, whereby they try to confuse the visitor and drive the traffic to the malicious website. So these are the things that we have to take into order and particular in order to avoid this kind of interruption or attacks that might happen to your web application. Okay, in terms of progressive web apps and accelerated mobile purchase, okay, as mentioned here, a progressive web application unites the advantage of both web and mobile app into a single software product. Therefore, Google declares PWAs are user experience that have the reach of the web and are reliable, fast and engaging. So this is the technology that may enable you to browse your website, okay, to browse your website not only to the web using your normal desktop or laptop, but then it should cater the mobile application also, okay, because the user experience is the most important things, right? Okay, so the technology is actually to help you to use the website as if it is was in the native form. Okay, what I mean is like more or less like whenever that you want to browse your application, your web application, the people want to browse your web application, it should cater the user of the mobile and the user for the laptop or desktop. Okay, in terms of the screen size, in terms of the engagement, in terms of the audio that in use. Okay, so they said here for AMP is a web component framework that easily create user first experience for the web. So this is the features that you shall encounter whenever that you develop. I mean instill the knowledge whenever that you develop your website. Okay, comparison between PWA and AMP. AMP is an open source library that ensures the web pages loading in a fast manner, while PWA uses optimized way to deliver a native app-like experience. AMP load very fast every time, though PWA show a bit delay in first time loading, but further loading happen it provide a fast experience because of cache. PWAs are not accepted universally on all platforms, so it will show minor inconvenience when they are shown on iOS. They still not support for all the functionality of the hardware such as Bluetooth, NFC, GPS or accelerometers, while AMP are supported by all major browsers on all platforms, and AMP has a considerable low engagement when the pages get loaded in the browser, while PWA show high involvement. So this is the comparison between PWA and AMP. The current application and technology also we are focusing on the multi experience. Okay, terms of modalities, touch points, seamless experience for the customers, and then how that you interact the customer, the mobile experience, the web experience. Okay, this is kind of things that involve in multi-experience lah. Okay, whenever that you develop web application, this is the thing that you need to encounter. And then the motion, the movement, how that you move from one part to another part. Okay, especially to ensure that the user experience feels like a native app, right? So it should be accessible and can be put to use for any project. The motion UI, user interface, and e-commerce integration. Okay, e-commerce as like Lazada, Shopee, Amazon, eBay. So this is kind of e-commerce that able to integrate and giving accurate sales data through automated and real-time inventory update in the separate system. And issues of web security, just now, same like what I mentioned previously, you should also ensure on the topics of malware for digital threats, okay, cross-site scripting, SQL injections, and man-in-the-middle attacks. Okay, so it should be particular lah whenever you have to really check. Maybe not into the project yet, but then in future, whenever that you develop the website for the company, big project, you should ensure that this kind of security that will not attack your application. Okay, web accessibility as standard. As we know, W3, the World Wide Web Consortium, W3C, developed international web standard, which include HTML, CSS, and many more. And Cs in the web standard are called W3C recommendation and reviewed for accessibility and support by Accessible Platform Architecture. And W3C standard and working group note introduced below are particularly relevant to accessibility. It's actually more focused to accessibility, but they are also helping in terms of developing the international web standard. So we're done with chapter 8. After all, inshallah, maybe on the next class, we should have revisions to just go through back on your understanding. And let's see, we're going to have to your presentation also for the project. Anyway, thank you very much and have a nice day, everyone. Bye. Assalamualaikum.